just a month back at this point, we ended up taking a look at 7 hidden and secret camos within Black Ops 3 that were in the game files but not necessarily accessible in the easiest manner, and only one of them had menu information, which means that only one of them was out of the earlier stages of developments for plastering it on your weapons and things like that. So while they were there, they weren't necessarily the most readily available things and weren't necessarily something we'd end up seeing at any point in time. But recently, we thought we'd get some of these, if not at least one, with one of the community contracts or in supply drops, something like that. But what's interesting is there's been another update to PC since then, and instead of actually being able to see more progress on these, though some has been made, we actually ended up getting 3 new camos that were secret and hidden within the game files that do have menu information. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at the 3 other variations of the Grod Krovi Pack-a-Punch camos that are now seemingly in the multiplayer wing of the game, as well as what they were within Grod Krovi and Zombies for a long while, but it seems like now they're over in here, and this makes me wonder, perhaps this is something with the Days of Summer, but we'll talk about that here in just a second. On screen right now, you'll end up seeing the 3 different variations of the Grod Krovi Pack-a-Punch camo. We already have one that was a part of a community contract, but these ones are obviously different shades and different colors, one being purple, one being green, one being blue. So first things first, huge shout out to Josh Woo Cool over on Reddit. He was the one that ended up digging up this information and making it public for everybody to see. But as mentioned though, this is something that is live right now and accessible via PC. It's presumably still also in the console versions, but since you can't readily access the game files on PlayStation 4 or on Xbox One, it's not something that you can really have access to on your own. But with this being added in at the most recent patch with menu information and with the ability to, once again, easily apply these to weapons, it is pretty curious, is it not? How we have an update here, we have a couple more weeks of the Days of Summer, and how there's supposedly a Pack-a-Punch camo that we can end up getting for Black Ops 3 as a result. If we recall, the original Activision blog post about the Days of Summer firstly starts off with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Mastered, which are to be expected because those are this year's titles. But Black Ops 3 also is included with that air quote fun in the sun, and from July 11th, that being yesterday, all the way through August 1st, there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming throughout those couple of weeks. And it details even further, saying players will get a chance to earn a limited edition Pack-a-Punch camo, and will also be able to play all 4 of the maps from the Awakening DLC for free. Now let's rewind that just a second here, just a few words back, where it says players will get a chance to earn a limited edition Pack-a-Punch camo. We already have one brand new camo in supply drops as a limited edition in-game loot stream, whatever they want to actually put that as on the calendar, but it's not a Pack-a-Punch camo. So that then leaves it open to interpretation on which this could be. Additionally, what makes this a little bit more confusing and a little bit more curious as well is that we already had a camo that we thought maybe would be added in via community contract as a Pack-a-Punch camo. That being one of the ones that we detailed a last video that we did about these secret and hidden camos, that being the Overgrowth camo, the Pack-a-Punch camo from Zetsubo no Shima. But now with this now added in with 3 different variations that were added in for this specific time, once again, it's just super curious to me as to what this could lead to. Of course, we have so many camos left over that maybe we end up getting community contracts past the Days of Summer, where they're gearing up towards maybe a community contract every other week or something like that, moving up until World War II's launch, which is quite possible, but at the same point in time, we now currently have, with these camos that we're talking about today, 10 camos that we have not yet seen in Black Ops 3 released. So when will they, if they do at all on some of these? I guess that is the biggest question of all. So that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. I just want to let you guys know about this because, once again, the Grod Krovi 3 Pack-a-Punch camos that are now outside of what we already have are now in the game and have been updated as of recently to have menu information. So they were put in, then updated, so it seems like with the conscious effort of progressing that camo, that we gotta get it at some point in time here, right? I mean, I think that that's just the logical explanation here for it, but as for when we end up getting it, or if this is the Pack-a-Punch camo that has been talked about within the blog post for the Days of Summer, I guess we'll see in time. We at least have another week to go before we end up seeing new content here, because once again, the Cherry Fizz camo is the limited edition camo right now that's in supply drops, but that's active for about another week's time. Probably when this goes live, about 6 days and like 12 hours or something like that. But nonetheless, we'll see in time. I'd love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below, though. What do you guys think of this? Do you think it's something that we'll get in community contracts? Do you think that these 3 Pack-a-Punch camos are also the camo that was talked about in the blog post, or do you think it's going to be a different one entirely? Love to hear your thoughts on all this. Once again, it's just a lot thrown into the mix right now, so I guess we'll see, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you guys are new to the channel as well, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding Black Ops 3, both multiplayer and Zombies of Zombies Chronicles, Modern Warfare Mastered, Call of Duty World War II, both multiplayer and zombies there as well as Infinite Warfare DLC 3 and 4. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that is the best place to connect with me outside of YouTube. Practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said and out of the way, hope you guys have a fantastic day. My name's been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.